Hello, welcome to Dreamtime Tarot. This is where we pull a card from the tarot and we use that archetype to set intentions, to get messages from our subconscious, from psyche, and help us to get a clearer view of what's going on in our subconscious in regards to this dream time. This dream reality, you know what I mean. I'm tired, y'all. So I'm ready for dream time. Usually what I do is I shuffle the deck. I use the Enchanted Tarot and I let a card just fly out. But today I felt like it was appropriate to work with the Lovers, since it was a card that was very much alive, an arcana that was very much alive in my readings today. And in this deck is really interesting because it really highlights the meaning of it highlights the meaning of the choice that is involved with the Lovers. Okay, so you can see that the Cupid, usually it's just the angel with the Lovers, but here there's a third party. So we have Cupid here, and there's a little star that he's sitting on, and we have the Lovers here, the masculine and the feminine over here. And the masculine has his foot right next to a red star as well. And here we have this third party, and she's watching that masculine like a hawk. And the red star represents the lower chakras. It represents the lustful, desire. And the third party, it represents that temptation that sometimes pulls our attention away from our soul path. So the question is whether the choice will be made between vice or virtue. In this case, will the masculine be able to kick the star away, or will he trip over it? Our relationships, human relationships, they reflect our inner balance. And so when we're faced with temptation, sometimes it is just a reflection of our own dissatisfaction with ourselves, not about the relationship. So what once was this like fairy tale becomes, the object of, of where we place all of our stress and everything, and it becomes easier to think that the grass is greener on the other side. So although the Lovers does denote that there's a relationship in progress, it doesn't always have to be a romantic relationship or a relationship with another. It could just represent our relationship to ourselves and our soul path. And the third party can represent, a more alluring path to take that looks more exciting, and it looks like it could, work out better. But in reality, it's a mirage, that's pulling, we're just projecting something onto that path that is lacking within us. So how we can work with this in our dream time is in Jungian psychology, Jung talked about the anima and the animus. The animus represents the masculine aspect within a female. It's very it's very binary, so bear with me. And the anima is the masculine aspect within the male. The anima and the animus are what show us our subconscious. They're the ones, if you're a male, the anima would, like symbolically take your hand and take you into the subconscious, into the shadow. If you're a female, it would be the animus. So you can set an intention with Psyche to ask your anima or animus, or either one that you feel comfortable if you're, non-binary and you don't identify as any gender. And you can ask to be shown what the dynamic is, what the balance is within you right now in regards to your path. And if there is something that is pulling you away from the path that you're currently on, what is it that you could potentially be projecting onto that more exciting path? Only true love will help us to become whole. Third-party situations that offer a more like profane love, if you will, are never going to make us whole. We're just going to stay in the toxic pattern of following the shinier thing. The lovers represents a destined, a destined partnership, a destined lovership that God has, goddess, whatever life, the universe has brought together to help us on the path to wholeness. Individuation is a lot easier done in a relationship than it is alone. My therapist always tells me that being in a relationship is the best therapy, because true love is not what it is depicted in movies. It's not what it's depicted in fairy tales. True love is challenging sometimes, and it will trigger us. But when you can learn from those triggers and see what it is that you have projected onto the other, you can begin to get to know yourself. So in a relationship, you're not just getting to know the other, you're getting to know yourself. And when two people that are whole can really come together and see each other as whole beings, we can have this beautiful lovership free of projections. But they're going to happen. We can't evade projection. We're human. It's going to happen. So if you want to work with this energy in your dream time, again, you can ask Psyche. You can set whatever intention feels good to you and aligns with what you want to kind of work with in regards to all of that information that I just gave you. And you can, go a little bit deeper with yourself and get a little more honest with yourself in regards to either a lovership or a situation, something that is, I think I already said this, but something that's like pulling you away from your soul path, okay? Sometimes loverships do have an expiration date, and sometimes things are meant to end, so that could be something that you ask Psyche, your subconscious, to give you more clarity on. If you want to go deeper with dream interpretation, you can book a session with me on keepthechannelonlove.com. Otherwise, I will see you for either another dream time or another tarot reading. Have a lovely night. I hope you get some really good rest. And we're still under that full moon energy, so dream time should still be really fun and fertile for messages. Have a good night. See you soon. Take care.